Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool Princess telephone, and this is Susan's equipment from Texas. And we just finished up a 500 set for her. And these telephones were in her family when she was a young girl. And so basically she wants to have them in repaired working order. And so what we want to do is, this is the initial checkout. We want to kind of go over this telephone a little bit. And we have some line cord here, which we won't be using. We can return that to Susan. The jack that this telephone came in with is basically a hardwired jack, and we're not going to use that either. Give you a look at everything here. We'll go ahead and disconnect the original line cord, and we'll install a modular port adapter to this line cord so that she can plug it into any modern day jack. And so that saves the original line cord. We want to move this out of the way, go through the telephone. We'll give you a look at that. Now she wants to try to save any kind of stickers or anything that's on these telephones. And here on the back we have like a little pin holder, so we're going to go ahead and leave that, because this is how it was used in her home when she was a young girl. And we'll give you a look at the handset here. We also want to take a look at the dial. Doesn't really want to return. We have an issue with the number wheel here behind the dial. And that's not really returning. So this rotary is very sluggish, and we want to go through that, and we want to repair the dial. Here's our cover. We want to make sure that that is cleaned, oiled, and adjusted. And this gives you a look at the inside of the telephone. Now she would also like the original light situation to work, but we do a conversion here which is with an LED light. So we remove the original bulb. And we're going to go ahead and do the LED conversion. Our dial still hasn't really returned yet, but that's not an issue because we're going to get a start on this telephone, and we'll come back and get some more video as we move forward in the repair and conversion of this telephone. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're in the middle of the process of repairing this Princess telephone. We're going to kind of go through a little bit about what's going on here. We have the rotary dial apart, and we are cleaning, oiling, and adjusting this rotary here. I'm going to show you some parts here. We'll set that to the side. That's our finger wheel stop. This is a dust cover. We also installed our modular port adapter for the line cord. We were able to save and use the original line cord. And there's a ring and our finger wheel. Set that to the side. We want to show you the rotary. If you've never seen the inside of one of these Princess telephones, this is what the rotary looks like. And then we want to go ahead and dial. We have a nice smooth return now on our rotary. And that kind of shows you the workings here of how the rotary works. So we want to get this put back together again and reinstalled into the unit. We also want to install our LED light and our power cord that will power our LED. And the LEDs are much more efficient. They do not consume the power that the older style bulbs consumed, and they do not get as hot. These older style bulbs would get very hot and they consumed quite a bit of power. So that will be replaced. And our replacement will look just basically like the original bulb, only it's an LED bulb. So that's our replacement. And then we need to connect our power supply to that. Now we hardwire the power supplies to the telephone because we do not want the power supply to get away from the telephone and then someone plug another power supply in, because you do have to apply and observe the polarity to the LED bulb. And so we don't want to put a power supply on the LED bulb that would be reverse in polarity. So we hardwire the power supply to the Princess telephone so that you do not lose the power supply to it and then maybe plug something else into it, which could damage the circuit. So we're going to get this rotary put back together again, and we'll start on our other issues that we need to take care of, and we'll come back and get some more video as soon as we move forward. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair of this Princess telephone, and we're going to run through a little bit about what went on. We went ahead and installed our modular line port so that Susan can plug this telephone into any modern jack, and we were able to save the original line cord like we mentioned earlier. We also cleaned, oiled, and adjusted the rotary. We went through the network, made sure all the connections were proper. We also went through the hook switch. We found that the bell had an issue. It would not ring. We repaired the bell circuit. We also installed our LED light and our power supply for our LED light. Went through our handset cord, transmit, and receive. And we're ready to start our final checks. But I also want to mention that there is a switch on these Princess telephones, and it's in the back, and you can switch it one way or the other, and that's for the light. So what happens is, in the position that it's in right now, when you pick up the handset, the light comes on, and then when you hang up, the light goes off, and pick it up, the light comes back on. If I switch that switch, the light stays on all the time, and it's more of a night light, so it's not going to make a difference with that switch and that position. It will stay on. We'll switch it back over to the way we had it, and now the light will come on when we pick up our handset. And for those who watch our video, they know that this is our amplified pickup, and we use this in our troubleshooting, repairing, and on our final checkout. And it's amplified so you can hear the audio from the receiver when we're making our calls on our final checkout. So what we want to do is we want to ring this unit, and I'm going to let that go a few times since that was one of the issues. The bell did not ring. We'll go ahead and ring the unit. I'll let it go one more time. Turn on our amplifier and give you some dial tone. We want to walk through our numbers. If you watch the analyzer, you watch the numbers roll by. We have a nice smooth return. I'm going to end in a 2. Now what I want to do is transmit into the handset. If you watch that red light on the analyzer, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is ringing in on a ring cycle. It's dialing out. It has transmit and receive. We can go ahead and push this button on the switch box, and that gives us a line out and totally takes the analyzer out of the situation. And we can call a time and temp number. So we'll go ahead and give you some dial tone, and we'll call that number.
Good evening. We have express service available at almost every Auffenberg dealership. Open later during the week and Saturday for your convenience. Today is Wednesday, April 8th. The time is 6:41. Current temperature 82 degrees.
Warmer today, mostly cloudy with showers and thunderstorms. Highs around 80. Occasional showers and thunderstorms this evening. Lows in the upper 60s. Breezy Thursday. Showers and thunderstorms likely. Highs in the upper 70s.
Go ahead and hang up. We'll call my number and it'll be busy. Turn off our amplifier, hang our unit up. Now that we know that this telephone has been repaired and converted, we can return it to Susan. Now she also has a 500 set that we just repaired, and these telephones were in her home when she was a little girl, and she wanted to be able to use them again, and I think that's a pretty cool idea. And so now that they're repaired, I'm sure she's going to enjoy them very much. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.